The old woman slowly recounted. I am not sure either. When the King nursing home invaded this place, I was just accidentally caught up in it. This female ghost seems to be a native, supernatural entity of the King nursing home. The head nurse absolutely detests her. She tried to kill her many times but failed. He frowned slightly and repeated, him. Even the head nurse could not kill her. The old woman confirmed that this ghost is extremely cowardly. She dares not resist no matter who bullies her. Yet, she was not killed by the head nurse. This is truly unexpected. At this moment, So Sin remembered an important issue. After the ghost domain here disappears, where will you all go? The old woman smirked and said, in the main ghost domain world. Unknowingly, the female ghost became terrified, shaking her head vigorously. No, I do not. So Sin looked at her curiously. You do not want to return to the King nursing home? Almost immediately, she nodded without any hesitation. Seeing that, So Sin suggested, I can help you stay in this world. But you must do a few things for me. I wonder if you would agree. Pausing for a moment, So Sin explained further. If you become my ghost servant, you can remain in this world. I guarantee I will not harm you. The female ghost decisively replied. Okay. This was so smooth and easy that it even made him suspicious. Agreeing that easily, this cowardly ghost seems to be somewhat lacking in intelligence. Next, So Sin gave an order. Give me your natal object. Hearing that, the director shouted in shock. This kid wants to take in a ghost servant. Only supernatural entities with a natal object can be taken in as ghost servants, but the chance of a ghost having one is 1 in 1,000. And it requires 100% consent from the ghost. It is extremely difficult. Damvi was equally bewildered. He has not even become a true ghost tamer, yet he is taking a servant. This has never happened before. Meanwhile, the female ghost unhesitatingly held out an item. So Sin took it and scratched his head. A pencil case. Can this also be a natal object? Natal objects of ghosts are usually bones or some kind of lethal weapon, right? After several attempts to pry it open, he frowned. I cannot open it. So Sin decided to just accept the ghost servant first. He bit his finger to let blood drip onto the pencil case. A green flame immediately enveloped the two of them. Damvi, more excited than anyone, shouted with joy. It is a success. It actually worked. So Sin has set a record. While Trungvan laughed loudly with pride. As expected of a student from our school, this kid has brought glory to the academy. However, there was only one person who remained silently pensive until now. Dambi asked in confusion. Great ghost tamer. Why do you look so worried? He briefly explained. In the entire life of a ghost tamer, one can only contract with a single ghost servant. Only then did she suddenly realize that is right. How could I forget about that? So Sin has taken a servant as timid as a rabbit. She is completely useless. No combat power at all. Is this not a total waste of effort? The director went from joy to holding his head and sighing. He spoke dejectedly, a very lucky start. Why did this kid make such a terrible move? What a pity, unaware of the regrets for him. So Sin finished the ritual. Looking at the energy surrounding him, he felt incredibly excited. Success. This feels so wonderful. Right after the contract, the ghost quickly turned into a shadow and flew into So Sin's body. He held his chest, feeling helpless. Oh boy. She really is a coward. She could not wait to hide inside me. Afterward, So Sin stopped caring and planned his next move. The remaining time for Born Rebel is only 1 day. It is perfect that everything was settled within a day. The plan went smoothly, but Damvi suddenly realized. I just discovered that all the footage of So Sin might not be broadcastable. Trungvan confirmed in a low voice. That is indeed true. So Sin awakening trial is not something that can be imitated? No one can be like So Sin, taking risks over and over again, without being killed by ghosts. If this kind of video is released, it will only cause misunderstandings. People will think exploring ghost domains is as easy as a game level, leading to more needless deaths. So she suggested, only 1 day has passed. There are still 2 days left until the trial ends. Let's switch to other students. Trungvan also thought it was a good idea and decided to switch. Then let's watch Taiko. Both of Taiko's parents are ghost tamers. He should be fully prepared this time to give a spectacular performance. Unexpectedly, the screen showed Taiko's flattering smile as he knelt before a ghost. Grandfather, let me massage your feet. Just treat me as your own grandson. I can do any hard or dirty work. The director turned red with shame and was speechless. Damn, I also lost interest. With a disdainful tone, after watching So Sin. Watching the others is so boring. 2 days later, So Sin and the skeleton lay lazily as if on vacation at the trial point. Who knew the trial could be this relaxing? Now I do not even want to leave. While relaxing, the old woman suddenly appeared nearby, announcing, "Young master So, 5 minutes until it ends." Only then did he realize he still did not know her name. The ghost smiled kindly. "A name is just a title. Just call me Madam Neep." So Sin followed her lead. "Okay, Madam Neep. I hope we meet again someday." Suddenly, the sky gradually darkened, obscuring the moonlight above. So Sin was panicked, not knowing why. What is happening? Why is it so dark? Only the old woman was terrified. Her voice trembled as she warned, "This aura, it is, the director of the King Nursing Home has arrived." He could not help but be horrified. What? Above, the sky churned, clouds forming a circle, with a hole in the center. Madam Neep slumped to her knees, helpless. "You destroyed this ghost domain, and killed staff members, including the head nurse of King Nursing Home. The director wants to kill you personally." The skeleton instinctively hugged its arms in fear. "So terrifying, I feel my soul shivering." And I immediately appeared, along with an angry, condemning voice. "Damned human. Your crime is unforgivable." Before that, the instructors were happily observing him. Other students were waiting fearfully for the end. On So Sin's side, he just lay there ignoring everything for 2 days. Truly, comparing yourself to others will only make you die of anger. Suddenly, the sky changed. Thunderous lightning strikes forced their attention. Trung Van wondered anxiously, "What is this? Where did this black mist come from?" "Damn," Vi stammered. "It looks like ... a ghost domain descending. The entire nursing home is covered." "Great Ghost Tamer. What on earth is going on?" His eyes grew serious as he observed this strange phenomenon. "This aura is a descending ghost domain. How can one place have 2 descents? I have never heard of such a situation." The director asked in a panic. "There are hundreds of students in there. What will happen to those kids?" The ghost tamer created a flame and replied, "I will try to break the domain." Damn, Vi saw it and exclaimed, "This is soulfire. Only ghost tamers, who have trained long in the main ghost world, can possess this. No wonder he can be a proctor. This lord is very powerful." He immediately magnified that flame. Its true form turned out to be a flower. The ghost tamer controlled it. He clapped his hands as a signal to go, but unexpectedly, right before everyone's eyes, that flame gradually vanished. Director Trung Van shouted in surprise. "What? It was extinguished just like that." The ghost tamer pressed his hands on the ground, signaling a stalemate. "This sudden black mist is not simple at all. It contains a hidden terror. Call the Ghost Tamer League immediately." Inside the nursing home, So Sin had regained his composure by now. 2 minutes left. The old king, enraged, kept screaming at his face. "How do you want to die? Turn into a pool of water, or have your skin peeled and bones crushed?" Baikot, with trembling legs, lamented. "So Sin, I cannot take it anymore. It is too ... too scary." When he turned back, he saw his friend lying unconscious on the ground, fainted from sheer terror. Has his sanity point dropped to 0? The old king gradually lost his patience. He spoke in a threatening tone, not speaking. "Then I will give you the most painful death. I guarantee you will regret ever being born into this world." So Sin calmly replied, "Stop trying to scare me." These words startled him. He thought he misheard. "What did you say?" He analyzed very composedly. "You cannot descend in your true form right now. You are only relying on scaring me to make my sanity points drop, thereby achieving your goal." The old king frankly admitted. "Smart human kid. No wonder you could destroy a branch of the King Nursing Home. The sanity points do not need to drop to 0. As long as it is below 30, I can drag you to my place, to make you into my specimen, and torture you at will." He showed no fear, confidently curling his lip. "Then I am afraid I must disappoint you." The old king sneered. He then fired a powerful burst of energy, attacking. "You know nothing of my terror." Madam Neep standing nearby realized in panic. This is the director's signature skill. The blood-like calamity. Once hit, one will fall into horrific scenes, just like hell. So, Sin's body trembled as he tried to resist. This blood-like calamity is indeed impressive. However, even though he was hit, he was fine. The old king also discovered in horror, Your 50 sanity points ... they are still above 50. So, Sin's face darkened as he smirked. I told you I would make you disappointed. My sanity points will not drop below 50. In his heart, he rejoiced. Luckily I obtained the Ghost Slayer General title. The sanity points will not drop below 50. Otherwise this time would have been dangerous. He became angrier than ever. Refusing to admit defeat, he postured, disappointed. How is that possible? I am afraid you do not know. Even if I cannot capture you, I can still kill you at any moment. Knowing the time had come, he did not hesitate to tell the truth. Sorry about that. I know you can kill me at any time. Actually, I was just stalling for time with you. The old king, realizing he was tricked, gasped, What? Then he roared in rage. Go to hell, die. As soon as he finished, a skeletal finger filled with ghostly energy quickly lunged forward. So, Sin stood his ground without panic, counting down. It is over. 3, 2, 1. As expected, he was completely intact, without a single scratch. Before long, an announcement echoed throughout the area. Awakening trial concluded. Everyone, leave the ghost domain. Madame Neep widened her eyes. It was hard to believe. Young Master So survived the director. This is truly astonishing. Seeing the students coming out. They are all out. It seems the final incident did not cause any impact. The students sighed gloomily. I lived. Almost died in there, for the rest of my life. I never want to enter a ghost domain again. Suddenly, Director Trung Van shouted. Silence. Next is the most important part. For your awakening process. Whether you can become a ghost tamer, or not, depends on the ghost taming ability that you awaken. Among the students, So, Sin sat down and shook Baikot, who was unconscious. Baikot, wake up, the ability awakening is about to start. Baikot woke up with a start. He screamed in panic, holy cow, that scared the life out of me earlier. I thought we would not make it out alive. Taiko heard this and ran over to mock them. Look at your cowardly behavior. It is already over and you are still this scared. So, Sin must have peed his pants several times in there. So, Sin immediately brushed his hand away and scolded, Get lost. I do not have any dog food here. Taiko grit his teeth bitterly. You dare to insult me even out here. Before he could finish, someone else stepped in. So, what if he insults you? You deserve it. So Sin, how was your trial? So Sin casually turned and replied. It was okay. Kin Tui leaned back and teased. It is fine even if you did not do well. Surviving is good enough. Still the same offer. Be my slave later. And I will protect you. As she was speaking, a screen appeared right above the crowd. The students discussed noisily. The trial rankings are about to be shown. The ranking position will determine the strength of the ability that we awaken. The top 2 spots must be Kin Tui and Taiko. Taiko heard someone mention his name and held his nose high. Humph, Taiko, am not weaker than anyone. I will definitely be rank 1. But on the screen, it displayed rank 1. So, Sin minus 120%. Rank 2, Kin Tui, 67%. Rank 3, Chuang Baikot minus 51%. Rank 4, Taiko minus 34%. The students shouted in disbelief, What? So Sin got first place. More importantly, look at So Sin completion rate. 120%. What on earth is this? Exactly, how could he get rank 1? Indeed. Is not the maximum completion rate 100%? How did it exceed 100%? Absurd. This is too absurd. So, Sin completion rate is double Kin Tui. A broke guy like him, whose family has no ghost tamer and no tutors. How could he have such a high rate? Taiko could not help but raise his hand to speak. Principal, there is a mistake. These numbers must be wrong. I request a recheck, but Director Trung Van firmly replied. The exploration rate is up to 120%. Although I find it hard to believe too. The data is automatically generated by the domain. There are definitely no errors. Kin Tui looked at So Sin with suspicion. Such a high completion rate ... How did you do it? So Sin smiled and answered. Anyone with hands could do it, right? At that moment, halos surrounded several people. Everyone cheered excitedly. The ghost taming talent awakening is starting. God bless me? Please let me awaken. A powerful talent. Right after the prayer, the talent color changed. This unlucky guy cried without tears, screaming, "What is this? Eat an extra pound." My awakened talent is to eat an extra pound of rice at critical moments. Nonsense. Yet someone else was even more pathetic. Your talent is not necessarily nonsense. Mine is even more ridiculous. I awakened the piss when seeing ghost talent. Freeze on the spot upon seeing a ghost. With a certain chance the smell will drive the ghost away. I am going to cry to death. Director Trung Van sighed dejectedly hearing them. As expected, the talents awakened by most students are talents that have no use at all. Suddenly, the screen above lit up. Tycho awakened and a rank talent. Ghost information perception. The director, who was just gloomy, immediately laughed out loud. Well done, Tycho. Truly a descendant of a ghost tamer. Awakening and a rank talent. This ghost information perception talent, although not a combat-oriented ability, can greatly increase the survival rate within a ghost domain. The screen information changed again. Kin Tui awakened and a rank talent. Instant immobilization. The director clapped repeatedly in praise. I did not expect another a rank talent. It has been a long time since our academy had students with such high-level talents. The ghost tamer nearby also agreed. Immobilization technique. This is a very strong combat ability, as a ghost tamer's strength increases later on. Relying on this immobilization technique, one can kill any ordinary supernatural entity. Kin Tui looked proud and turned to challenge So Sin. So, do you admire me now? As soon as she finished speaking, a brilliant aura erupted around So Sin. The light was so blinding that she uncomfortably covered her face. What is this? It is too bright. The ghost tamer shouted in shock. S-rank talent. Director Trung Van was stunned. What? An S-rank talent. Am I not seeing things? It really is an S-rank talent. Is So Sin about to make history for this academy? Dam Vi was also extremely astonished. This is the first time I have seen an S-rank talent ghost tamer. S-rank talent users are all powerful figures in various regions of the ghost world. The screen then displayed So Sin awakened S-rank talent. Ghost Currency Critical Rebate. The name left the students bewildered. Critical Rebate. What kind of talent is this? Based on the literal meaning, it means after each ghost domain ends. During the reward calculation, he might get extra ghost currency. Normally, ghost domains reward very little ghost currency, even if he gets a 10-fold crit and receives 10 coins. That is only 100 coins in total. What use is that? Tycho immediately taunted. What S-rank talent? This is clearly a garbage talent. The director also asked in confusion. Grade Ghost Tamer. Is an S-rank talent only like this? Dambai whispered uncomfortably. From what I know, S-rank talents of other ghost tamers are indeed world-defying. In comparison, So Sin talent is too ordinary. After all, anyone can receive ghost currency. The ghost tamer also acknowledged. Everyone receives some ghost currency more or less. Indeed, it seems unfitting for the S-rank title. But quantity leads to quality change. If the amount of ghost currency from his talent is truly staggering, it could change many things. Talent awakening ended. Calculating the ghost domain trial rewards. The screen displayed before everyone. People muttered in surprise. I received a reward of 5 ghost currency. I got 3. The point is not us. How much reward did So Sin get? On So Sin's side, a mechanical voice sounded. Based on your excellent performance in the domain, rewarded 18 ghost currency, activating 10,000-fold crit. Congratulations, you received 18,000 ghost currency. So Sin could not help but curl his lips. Nice. 10,000-fold crit. 18,000 ghost currency. I am rich now. Combined with my Hackton shopping mall. This is absolutely perfect. I can buy whatever power I want. The S-rank talent they thought was garbage, in my view, is stronger than any other talent. Seeing So Sin standing there silently, students whispered to each other. Look, So Sin is not even in the mood to talk. If I had awakened an S-rank talent, I would have been dying of excitement. Who knew it just gave some extra ghost currency? Maybe I could not handle the shock of such a roller coaster either. Suddenly, a hand was placed on his shoulder. Kin Tui teased again. Hey, look on the bright side. You are born to be a slave. If it does not work out, just serve me. So Sin could not stand it anymore. He used both hands to pinch her cheeks hard. Seeing students settled, the ghost tamer announced. Awakening trial concluded. Whether you awakened a strong ghost taming power or not, this is only your starting point. Whether you can become a truly valiant ghost tamer in the future or not depends more on training within ghost domains. Although ghost domains are dangerous, they can also make you stronger. Remember this saying, a truly strong person is one who walks out of ghost domain training? The director also beat his chest and spoke after this awakening trial. You students who awaken talents are the future ghost tamers? From now on, everyone must shoulder the responsibility of eliminating supernatural entities and ghost domains, contributing to the survival and sustainable existence of the human race. Alright, everyone get on the bus back to the academy. 3 days later, we will arrange for you to explore and eliminate ghosts nearby. You will receive corresponding contribution points. When points reach a certain milestone, you can go to the main ghost world to become a true ghost tamer. The bus carrying students drove back on the bus. So, Sin asked curiously, Baikot, I forgot to ask, what talent did you awaken? Baikot broke into a sweat. Well, it is not any special ability. It is okay if you do not want to say. You will know when the time comes. Home at last. So Sin collapsed on the bed, yawning repeatedly. Spending 3 days in the domain drained too much mental energy. Especially during those minutes, when the King Nursing Home director descended. I almost could not hold on. Only after coming out did I feel the extreme mental exhaustion. Need to sleep first. Just as he took off his jacket, the ghost girl flew out. So Sin could not help but be surprised. Why did you come out? The ghost girl timidly pointed to the bed and waited. So Sin had to ask, do you want to sleep with me? The ghost girl silently nodded. So Sin could only sigh helplessly. Fine, then I will keep my clothes on. Let's sleep together. Lying on the bed, he thought with some emotion. Strange. First time sleeping with a woman, and she is a ghost. The next day, the sun was high. So Sin and the ghost girl were sound asleep, hugging each other. Baikot was outside, knocking and calling repeatedly. Sin, wake up, wake up. Receiving no answer, he swung the door open and shouted, So Sin, what time is it? Why are you still sleeping? So Sin was woken up dizzily by the noise. Seeing no one around, he asked in surprise, when you came in, did you see anything on my bed? Baikot scratched his head, walked over and said, see what? Nothing. Saw nothing at all. So Sin did not press further, stretched his shoulders and asked, what is the rush? It is just morning. Baikot interrupted in a panic, it is not early anymore. It is already noon. Excellent news. The school ghost tool shop is open. So, Sin repeated doubtfully, a ghost tool shop. Baikot explained. Since we became future ghost tamers, we must periodically go to nearby places to deal with all sorts of supernatural entities. So the school opened the shop, where we can buy ghost tools to deal with them. So, Sin immediately put his arm around him and smiled. That is indeed good news. Let's go check it out. A moment later, both were at the ghost tool shop. Inside, those who arrived first were shouting angrily, are you kidding? Who could afford this? A waste of waiting. I thought this time upon entering the domain, I would get a piece of ghost tool for protection. In the last awakening trial, I only received 5 ghost currency. So, if I want to buy a single tool, I must enter domains 200 times. Is this not ridiculous? The shop owner was unhappy with the complaints and shooed them away. What are you making such a noise for? If you are not buying, then clear out. An old man standing nearby could not help but remind him, Old dearn, you are teasing these kids like this. It is not appropriate.
The shopkeeper did not care. He puffed his pipe and replied, report this to the exorcism agency and let them handle it. Before the awakening trial, they have barely even seen a ghost, or how to make themselves stronger within it. Today, I just want to let them know that this shortcut is not easy to take. Hearing that, the old man next to him sighed helplessly. You are hopeless. You are already 70 or 80 years old. The shopkeeper smirked. Besides, I had to shed blood to forge these ghost artifacts. Outside, even 5,000 underworld coins could not buy them. Selling one for 1,000 here is already a bargain. The old man next to him argued back. What difference does it make? No one can afford them anyway. More and more students gathered around. Looking at the prices, they gasped, that is so expensive. Even the cheapest item costs 1,000 underworld coins. So Sin walked over. He looked inside the display case to evaluate the ghost artifacts. Unlike the hammer I got at the nursing home, It feels much weaker. The shopkeeper heard him and turned to explain. You are not wrong, kid. These items are not genuine ghost artifacts. They are just imitations. They are much weaker than the real deal. Real ones are as precious as the life and fortune of a ghost tamer. So, why would they be for sale? Even if they were, how could they cost only 1,000 underworld coins? Baigu could not help but wonder. If they are not real, then what is the point of buying them? The shopkeeper argued back. Just because they are not real, they are useless. Who told you that? These imitations are infused with yin energy, making them single-use items. They can be used against a ghost once. It could save your life at a critical moment. But Baigu was still shocked. Using it only once costs 1,000 underworld coins. Who could afford that? The number of people here who have 10 coins is already very small. The shopkeeper became even more smug. It is only natural that you cannot afford it. I opened the shop today, just for you kids to look at. Look but cannot buy. Go back to the ghost realm and work harder. Baigu gave up. He leaned in and whispered to So-sin. This old man has some issues. Right at that moment, the shopkeeper tapped his pipe and announced, All right. Pack up and close the shop. So-sin immediately stopped him. Wait, I will take all of these imitations. This statement stunned the shopkeeper. What did you say? So-sin repeated confidently, I said, I will take all these imitations. Pack them up for me. The shopkeeper smirked and waved him off. Get lost. Go play somewhere else. So-sin did not waste words. He slammed a large pile of cash onto the table. This time, the shopkeeper broke into a cold sweat. He started to stutter. You really have it. So-sin curled his lip and said, Here is 8,000 coins, cash on delivery. Hand over the goods. I am taking all 18 of these imitation ghost artifacts. Seeing this, the old man next to him burst out laughing. Old Deern, you were so smug. After all that trouble to forge these artifacts, you sold them cheap to this kid. The shopkeeper looked uneasy and asked, Where did you get so many underworld coins? Even for a long-time ghost tamer. Earning this much is not easy. Which ghost tamer family are you from? Do your parents know how much money you are spending like this? So-sin did not answer but asked back, Old Deern, by asking these questions, does it mean you will give me a discount? The shopkeeper took a drag and replied gruffly, No way, it really hurts. I have not even forged this many artifacts for my own granddaughter yet. After the trade, So-sin happily took the suitcase with gratitude. Thank you, Mr. Deern. If there are any new items, I will definitely come back to support your business. Watching him walk away, the shopkeeper sighed and muttered, This kid took advantage of me, and then showed off. But he still made me feel like I had to thank him. I cannot even get mad. The old man next to him agreed. What he said was not wrong. Old man, just think of it as a contribution to humanity. If you think about it that way, does it not clear everything up? The shopkeeper frowned and growled, Clear up my foot. I just lost 30,000 coins. Compensate me and then I will be cleared up. Suddenly, he shouted, Kid, what is your name? So-sin did not even turn his head. He just called back while walking, So-sin. The shopkeeper smirked and repeated, So-sin, that name really fits this kid's personality. I feel a bit better now, at the same time. Taiko and his two new lackeys were laughing and talking as they headed this way. Brother Tai, did you really gather enough coins? Taiko proudly replied, Of course, I asked my parents for them. But they only managed to scrape up 1,000 coins, just enough to buy one ghost artifact. The two lackeys heard this and praised him to the sky. 1,000 coins is a huge amount. It must be said, Brother Tai's family is really rich. But Brother Tai, selling this artifact for a full 1,000 coins. Is that not a bit of a rip-off? Taiko explained knowingly. What do you guys know? My dad said. Genuine ghost artifacts can only be found by luck. Even imitations cost at least 5,000. 1,000 coins is a real bargain. Do you see this artifact in my hand? Even imitations cannot compare to it. But at most, it is just an imitation infused with a bit of yin energy. My dad had to spend 2,000 to get it originally. Entering, Taiko confidently pulled out a wad of cash and shouted, Owner, give me a ghost artifact. The shopkeeper replied coldly, none left, sold out. Taiko could not believe it and growled, sold out? Are you kidding me? The lackeys immediately chimed in to insult him. That is right. In this academy, who else besides Brother Tai could even afford it? The shopkeeper ignored them and waved them away. A student named So Sin bought every single ghost artifact. You guys get lost. Stop making noise here. Taiko and his group left resentfully, muttering. So it was So Sin. Let us go find him. On the way back, one lackey asked in disbelief. Brother Tai, is it true or fake? Could that poor devil actually buy ghost artifacts? Taiko replied with a sneer. Are you stupid? Did you forget what So Sin's awakened talent is? One lackey said immediately. Underworld coins critical hit return. Could it be that this kid received a large amount of coins? Taiko curled his lip. That is the only possibility. He has no background. A loser with such a trashy, awakened talent does not deserve to have these ghost artifacts. A moment later, So Sin was walking with Baigu on the road when Taiko's group ran up and shouted. So Sin, stop right there. Baigu said worriedly, this group of Taiko probably knows you bought the ghost artifacts. So Sin replied indifferently, just ignore them. Seeing the two of them continue walking casually, Taiko cursed angrily, you bastard. Are you deaf? I told you to stop. Did you not hear me? So Sin turned around annoyed. Who the hell are you? Why should I listen to you? The two lackeys immediately rolled up their sleeves threateningly. So Sin, you think you are all that just because you bought some imitations? How dare you speak to Brother Tai like that? I am afraid you do not know. Imitation ghost artifacts only work on ghosts, but they have no effect on people, right? Taiko reached out confidently as if he had already won. I do not need to waste words with you. I do not need much either. Just give me half of what you have. So Sin shouted. Why? Taiko explained loudly. Why, it is very simple. Based on my super strong talent, sensing information about ghost entities. If I wanted to kill someone, it would be far too easy. So Sin's face darkened. You want to kill me? Taiko laughed. That depends on how well you behave. In the future, during missions, I might still look after you a bit. While he was still talking, So Sin rushed forward and punched him in the face. Taiko shouted in disbelief. You want to die? So Sin pulled out his legendary hammer and snorted. Damn you. I already warned you. Imitations do not work on humans. As he lunged, So Sin smashed the hammer onto his head. Take that for no effect. Seeing their leader clutching his head in pain, the two lackeys called out worriedly, Brother Tai. Taiko, his face covered in blood, struggled to stand and ordered, beat him to death. I will take the blame. So Sin did not care. He pointed the hammer at them in challenge. I dare you to try and touch me. The two lackeys backed away in fear. This aura is so eerie. Could that hammer not be an imitation? Only real ghost artifacts can injure humans. How could he possibly have the real deal? Taiko was blinded by rage. He charged with his bone arm and shouted, Die. So Sin swung the hammer casually. He easily smashed the bone arm into fragments. Taiko looked at the half-broken arm in his hand. He muttered in shock, It is broken. My ghost artifact was smashed to pieces. So Sin pointed the hammer at him and growled, Do you submit? The two lackeys stuttered nervously. His eyes are truly terrifying. It feels like So Sin really wants to kill someone. Taiko did not dare to act recklessly. He gritted his teeth and endured. I admit it. I submit. So Sin glanced sideways to threaten Taiko. I do not care if your submission is real or fake. Everyone is now a trainee ghost tamer. We both understand the cruelty of the ghost realm. No one here is a pushover. If you dare to mess with me again, you are a dead man? After saying that, he and Baigu turned to leave. Looking at the hammer in his hand, he felt curious. All ghost artifacts in the ghost realm can be brought outside. I heard they are divided into ranks. I wonder what rank this hammer is. Back there, the two lackeys asked worriedly, Brother Tai, are you all right? Taiko ground his teeth. I have lived this long, and even my dad has never hit me. If I do not kill him, my dad and my grandpa will no longer bear the name Tai. A day later, the group moved to the mission site. Whispers and discussions could be heard everywhere. I heard the mission location this time is inside the city? That is right. Furthermore, we will cooperate with the exorcism agency to eliminate ghosts that infiltrated the city. Principal Trung Van saw the students settle and shouted, "We have arrived at the mission site. All students, line up properly. Next, Captain Teet Nak will assign missions to everyone." Teet Nak and some officers stepped in front of the crowd. Introduction. Greetings, future ghost tamers. I am Teet Nak, captain of the exorcism agency in Han Than. As everyone knows, to prevent ghosts from entering the city, Han Than used ghost-suppressing materials to build a massive city wall. It is also engraved with numerous ghost-taming arrays, but outside the city, ghosts are numerous. A segment of them still manages to infiltrate the city. According to our intelligence, many ghosts are hiding in the village ahead. Your task today is to find them. Those who perform well will not only receive more contribution points, but also have a chance to work for the exorcism agency. The students joyfully told each other. The exorcism agency is a great job. It guarantees a stable income. In the human world today, you either become a powerful ghost tamer or a member of the government's exorcism agency to live more safely than others. After explaining to the students, Teet Nak shouted, "Let us take action. Ghosts are cunning and dangerous. Everyone must be careful." Baigu and So Sin went together, discussing excitedly, "Joining the exorcism agency has been my dream since childhood. I must work hard this time." This scene was accidentally spotted by an officer. He immediately reported to Captain Teet Nak. "Sir, look at that person from behind." Teet Nak was confused. "What person?" The officer added. "Do you think he looks like the kid who destroyed Tai Lao Lao before?" Teet Nak was startled and turned his head to look. His face brightened with a smile. "It is him? Yes, it is definitely him. I have finally found him." But the officer said, "Captain, he has entered the village." Teet Nak gave a firm order. "Go and bring him back here quickly." Meanwhile, in the village, Baigu walked and looked around while complaining. "The city's villages are so large. Where should we look now? It is like looking for a needle in a haystack." So, Sin stayed alert and suggested, "Let us ask the villagers here. If there are ghosts around, there must have been some strange incidents." Baigu's eyes lit up. "That is right. Why did I not think of that?" A moment later, the two went to an old man who was resting. Baigu waved and shouted, "Old man, let me ask you something. Have any strange things happened here lately? Does eating more than before count?" Baigu was confused and scratched his neck. Sir, I will be direct. Has there been any trouble caused by ghosts?" The old man sat up and said, "Not at all. Our Tai Tu village has Ha Tien Ko's husband. She protects him. He is more powerful than ghost tamers. For a long time, Tai Tu village has had peace and harmony. Everyone is safe." So Sin questioned suspiciously, "Who is Ha Tien Ko's husband, more powerful than ghost tamers?" The old man explained, "He is the chief of Tai Tu village. He can invite immortals to descend. I will say no more. I am hungry. I am going to eat." After saying that, he turned and went into his house. Baigu watched him go and whispered to So Sin, "So Sin, this old man seems very normal. I did not detect anything. Maybe we should find the village chief to ask." But So Sin waved his hand to stop him. "No rush. Let us check that old man's house." Then he touched his chest and asked telepathically, "Cowardly ghost, are you afraid of this old man?" The ghost girl crawled out trembling and confirmed. So Sin stated confidently, "Fear proves that this old man has problems." The two of them walked in, unaware that three people were watching them from afar. One person spoke. "Young Master Tai, is it that student?" Taiko smirked. "It is him. Remember to handle it cleanly. Those fake ghost artifacts on him. Make sure to bring them all back to me." The two henchmen rushed off without hesitation. "This kid has entered the house. A perfect chance for us to act inside the house." Baigu watched the old man eat bowl after bowl. He exclaimed, "What an appetite. He has already eaten 18 bowls of rice." So Sin turned and asked, "Do you still think this old man is normal?" Baigu replied firmly, "Normal, my foot. Even a pig cannot eat that much." So Sin immediately grabbed the rice bowl from the old man. "Sir, stop eating. The old man roared like a demon. Who dares disturb my meal? I want to kill that person. So Sin panicked, dropped the rice bowl, and backed away. Sir, please eat slowly. I will not disturb you anymore. Seeing the glowing red ghost energy spreading, Baigu remarked. As expected, he has been infected by a ghost. Do we need to take action? So, Sin waved his hand to decline. That is much safer. Right then, the doorknob was turned from the outside. Taiko's a henchman burst in. So, Sin's expression turned grim as he shouted, "Who are you people?" The two replied sinisterly. "We are the ones sent to kill you." So Sin frowned and questioned, "Kill me? Why do you want to kill me?" They approached with a smirk. "That is something you do not need to know." Baigu broke into a cold sweat and threatened, "Do not do anything reckless. Someone from the exorcism agency is right outside. They will notice any disturbance." The two henchmen pulled out revolvers, aimed at them, and stated, "Rest assured, so as not to alert the exorcism agency, we will not use ghost taming abilities to kill you." Seeing the situation was dire, So Sin grabbed Baigu and shouted. Baigu followed behind So Sin, sweating profusely. Both hid behind the old man who was still eating continuously. The two henchmen were confused by this sight. Have these two kids gone stupid from fear? What is the use of hiding behind that old man? So Sin bluffed and threatened, "I am telling you. My grandfather is not someone you should mess with. It is best if you retreat right now. You might still have a chance to survive." But these words only made the henchmen lower their guard and attack. "Then I will just kill your grandfather too." The bullet struck, shattering the plates on the table. But the old man remained unharmed. With the plates gone, the old man stopped eating. Veins bulged all over his body as he roared at the henchmen. "You people disturbed my meal." They did not care. They kept firing, threatening the old man. "This rice you ate will be your last meal before execution. Just drop dead. Hurry up and deal with those two kids." As they were speaking, thick ghost energy radiated from the old man's body. His body grew large, transforming into a monster. The henchman finally realized the problem and screamed, "Grandpa ... What do you mean, Grandpa? We have been tricked by that kid. This thing is. Why is it such a monstrous ghost?" The old man did not care. He lunged straight at the two henchmen to attack. Their faces turned pale as they fired repeatedly. "Get back." But the bullets were like mosquito bites. The old man kept charging forward. Both turned white as a sheet and agreed, "This is not working. Ordinary bullets cannot kill him." One man gritted his teeth and grabbed his own arms. His body immediately grew massive. Both forearms became abnormally large. The other calmly removed his gloves, revealing reptilian hands with razor-sharp claws. Looking at their transformation, Baigu exclaimed, "These two are both future ghost tamers. Their awakened talents are both transformation types." The henchmen did not dare be careless. They quickly rushed forward to counterattack, but the old man dodged the muscular one strike. He took the chance to bite down on that arm. Before the muscular man could react, the old man bit his arm clean off. He screamed in agony, clutching his stump. The old man chewed on the arm in his mouth, staring intently at him. Seeing his partner about to be attacked again, the other rushed in to save him. "Die for me." But the old man just gave one blow, easily knocking him far away. Then he targeted the muscular man again to torture him. Baigu stuttered, "How brutal. Luckily, we did not try to fight the old man earlier." The reptilian-handed man could only stand and watch, gritting his teeth. "This is bad, we cannot win this." He shifted his target to where So Sin was hiding and shouted, "Deal with So Sin first." Before he could reach him, the old man's claws lunged forward. He easily snatched and caught him. The reptilian man panicked. "What?" The old man threw his head back and howled, "You disturbed my meal. You all must die. There is no way out." The muscular man sprang up and shouted, "I will take you with me." But before he could do anything, the old man grabbed him with one hand. He struggled helplessly. "Let me go." The reptilian man in the other hand also muttered grimly, "It is over. There is no way to escape." At that moment, So Sin walked out casually and called out, "I can save you guys. Only if you tell me who wants me dead." The two henchmen pleaded urgently, "Hurry up and save us. If you save us, we will tell you." So Sin took action immediately. He jumped straight onto the old man's back. He pulled out his legendary hammer and struck the old man's cheek hard. Watching the old man scream in pain, the two henchmen realized, this is a ghost artifact. He has a genuine ghost artifact. But the old man did not even strike back. Instead, he tried to put the reptilian man into his mouth. The man screamed, "Hey, he is the one hitting you. Why are you biting me? Damn it, it hurts so bad." After a while, the old man was defeated. The two henchmen were saved. So Sin questioned, "Speak up." The muscular man answered resentfully, "It is Taiko. Taiko told his father to hire us to kill you. Then steal your ghost artifact." Baigu shouted angrily, "That animal, Taiko. I cannot believe his heart is so wicked." The reptilian man advised wearily, "I will kindly warn you. Taiko's parents are not just ordinary ghost tamers. It is best if you do not cross Taiko again." The muscular man added quickly, "Everything that needed to be said has been said. Based on our agreement, you cannot kill us. I believe you are a good student who keeps your word." So Sin naturally accepted the praise. "You are right. I am indeed a good student. I will not touch you to this time, but the next time we meet, I will definitely kill you both." Seeing them leave while So Sin did nothing, Baigu asked impatiently, "Are you really just letting them go and not give chase?" So they smirked and whispered, "What an idiot. He just let us go so easily." The one beside him agreed, "Too naive. Once our wounds have healed, we will go after him again. We must get that genuine ghost artifact." As soon as he finished, a hand tapped his shoulder. So Sin appeared beside him like a phantom and laughed. "Well, we meet again." The two henchmen turned pale. "You? What do you mean? You just said you were letting us go." So Sin pulled out his hammer and called out, "I said the next time we meet, I would definitely kill you both. And look, I have already met you again. You cannot do this." But So Sin did not give them another chance to wail. So Sin called out coldly, "They are all dead. Come out now." The ghost girl obediently emerged from his body. So Sin glanced at her and instructed, "I can sense your desire for this monstrous ghost. From now on, it belongs to you." The female ghost covered her mouth and shook her head. "No." So Sin comforted her while leading her by the hand. "You really are a coward. This monster has already been killed." The female ghost repeated in surprise, "Killed?" She sat down next to one of the corpses. The ghost reached out and pulled out a stream of black energy. That energy condensed into a pearl. In front of her chest, Trong Baigu approached from behind and asked curiously, "What is the cowardly ghost doing?" I cannot give a clear answer anymore. It looks like she is pulling something out from that monstrous body. Suddenly, the black sphere in the demoness hands reveals the image of Ha Tian Kofu. He speaks to the old ghost with a stern face. "Your condition is critical right now. Survival will not be easy." Hearing that, he panics immediately. He grabs Ha Tian Kofu's hand and begs, "Ha Tian Kofu, you have divine powers. Please save me. I am only 70 years old. I can still father another child." Then, he pulls out a notebook. "I can save you. But you must sign a symbiotic contract starting now. Your body will be shared with the gods." Though he desperately wants to live, the old ghost still hesitates for a moment. Ha Tianko continues to threaten him. "With your illness, you won't last another month." The old ghost hurries to agree. "I will sign it right now." After speaking, he busily signs the contract. Ha Tianko Fu is satisfied. He burns the contract with a blue flame. "Very well, congratulations on your new life." Suddenly, a thick cloud of black smoke envelops the old ghost's body. A loud explosion rings out. The old ghost turns into a hippo and roars, "Hungry, hungry, I am so hungry." Then he rushes to attack Ha Tian Kofu. His face also slowly transforms. Ha Tian Kofu instantly turns into a grasshopper. He flies up and strikes the old ghost, calling him bold. Being suppressed, he has to surrender. I wouldn't dare. Trong Baikat observes the story and says, "This is the past when the old man was alive. The contract Ha Tian Kofu forced him to sign is likely the reason he turned into a monster." The demoness opens her mouth and swallows the black sphere. Seeing this, So Sin remarks, "This ability of the cowardly ghost is quite good. She can see the past lives of the ghosts that she devours. This is probably a supernatural talent." Trong Baikat looks up and deduces, "The source of the demons haunting the villages in this city is Ha Tian Kofu. We just don't know how many people he has turned into monsters." So Sin decisively leads the two of them away. "Let's go find Ha Tian Kofu." A crowd of people gathers around the sacrificial altar. Two ghosts are tied to stakes. Ha Tian Kofu approaches Tai Ko and says, I never expected it. Our Tai Tu village really has ghosts. It's so terrifying. He turns back to comfort him. Village chief Ha, with ghost tamers like us here, there is nothing to worrying about. Then, Taiko raises his hand to rally everyone. Listen up, everyone. Follow me and kill these two ghosts. On command, the crowd attacks the two ghosts relentlessly. A smug young man tells his teammate, "This ghost is so easy to kill." The other person agrees with him. We might earn a lot of merit points this time. Ha Tianko to bows gratefully to thank them. Students, thank you for helping us eliminate the ghosts. I thank you on behalf of all the villagers. Taiko smiles and raises his hand. You are too kind, Village Chief Ha. It's because of your cooperation that we were able to smoothly locate these two anomalies. Trong Bai Kot and So Sin have been standing at the exit. He puts his hands on his hips, wondering why would Ha Tien Ko Fu help everyone kill the ghosts. So Sin frowns and replies, he likely wants to deceive us, just to get it over with. After all, the exorcism agency is outside, while we are inside. Ha Tien Ko Fu leans over and announces, Young Tai has already found the ghosts. The villagers are also terrified. We are heading home now. Taiko lifts his chin. He smugly says, Village Chief Ha, please head back. We also need to bring the remains of these two ghosts back for reporting. Hearing him say that, he turns to call the villagers. Villagers, stop staring. Let's go home. So Sin leads Trong Bai Kot and steps in to stop them. Wait, the real show has just begun. How can you leave? Taiko turns his head in annoyance to look at So Sin. How can he still show up? So Sin approaches him. Taiko, are you surprised to see me? Taiko plays dumb and says, I don't know what you mean. So Sin quickly slaps him. What the heck are you faking? The villagers are instantly shocked. What happened? Did So Sin just hit Taiko? How dare he hit Taiko? Taiko is still confused, holding his cheek. Why didn't those two kill him? So Sin turns his head to warn him. I will settle the score with you later. Taiko snorts angrily. Humph, who settles the score with whom is not certain yet. Ha Tien Ko stubbornly tries to lead the villagers back. What are you standing there for? Let's go. So Sin frowns and asks him, Village Chief Ha, what's the hurry? The ghosts haven't been killed yet. Ha Tien Ko Fu turns to explain to the two of them. You two students. You are late. Those two ghosts were already killed earlier. The youth group behind them speaks up. So Sin, with Village Chief has cooperation. We have cleared out the ghosts in Tai Tu. There are no more monsters here. It's useless for you to try to keep the villagers here. He confidently replies to them. Who knows, maybe you didn't clean them all up. Taiko crosses his arms mockingly. You jumping clown. My ring talent is sensing ghost information. I can tell you. There are no more ghosts in this place. Even a swollen cheek cannot stop him from provoking So Sin, Village Chief Ha. Just ignore him. Ha Tien Ko Fu really leads the villagers away. Let's go. He approaches and strikes the back of his head. Ha Tien Ko Fu growls angrily. You! A bald man says indignantly. So Sin, why did you hit Village Chief Ha? Another person in the group also condemns him. I think you have really gone crazy. So Sin turns back to enlighten them. Ha Tien Ko Fu is the real monster. Hearing this, Taiko points at his face and counters. You are lying. I already checked Ha Tien Ko Fu. He is just an ordinary person. He doesn't care at all. And turns to question Ha Tien Ko Fu. Do you want to keep pretending? He holds his bleeding head and says hesitantly. Student. Do you know what you are doing? So Sin hits Ha Tien Ko Fu with the hammer again. One more blow, he collapses to the ground. The crowd behind starts shouting again. It's over. So Sin injured him. He's too impulsive. He couldn't find the ghosts. So he can't just pick a random person, claim he's a monster, and swing a hammer at him. So Sin squats down and strikes him directly on the head. Still faking it. Take this for faking. Taiko rushes over to stop him. Public murder. So Sin, you are committing a crime. He narrows his eyes, looking down at Ha Tien Ko Fu. Still won't reveal your true form. You're quite patient. Taiko points and mobilizes the villagers to attack him. Everyone, follow me and capture So Sin. For the safety of the village. If he resists, kill him. Suddenly, Teetnak leads to men in black and rushes in. He is up ahead. The delusional crowd exclaims. It's Captain Teetnak of the Exorcism Agency. The agency is here. So Sin, just wait to be arrested. Captain Teet, I am Taiko, an elite student of Han Than Academy. There is a public murder happening here. Contrary to his expectations, Teetnak walks over and grabs So Sin's hand. He smiles and says, Young man, I finally met you. He looks at him blankly. Do we know each other? Taiko is stunned. What is going on? The bald man asks curiously. Why is Captain Teet being so polite to So Sin? The person next to him replies, I don't know. So Sin doesn't have any special background. Teetnak raises his hand to explain. That day, we were lucky to witness the method used to kill Tai Lao. My superior has been looking for you ever since. Today, we finally found you. So Sin understands. So that is how it is? He presents a medal, cutting straight to the point. This is the Grade 3 Civilian Protection Medal that I prepared for you, commending your contribution to Han City. The bald man gasps in shock. A Grade 3 medal. Only those who have rescued over 100 people can receive this medal? The young man next to him chimes in. On what grounds does So Sin get ... The bald man continues. Many powerful ghost tamers haven't even earned one. Taiko stubbornly speaks up. Captain Teet. Are you sure there is no mistake? This So Sin is a murderer. Teetnak naturally does not believe him. A murderer? That is impossible. Taiko screams in a rage. So Sin is covered in evidence of his crime. He openly killed the Tai Tu village chief, Ha Tian Kofu. The truth is right before your eyes. He trustingly asks for his opinion. Young man, I believe with your skills, you would not kill indiscriminately. Tell me, what is going on here? So Sin explains seriously. The real monster of Tai Tu village is Ha Tian Kofu. Lying right there on the ground, all the other ghosts were just transformed by Ha Tian Kofu. Taiko argues back with a smirk. Ha Tian Kofu was beaten to death by you already, and now you are slandering him. Are you trying to say dead men tell no tales? Teetnak tilts his head and orders his subordinate. Go and check it out. The subordinate obeys. Yes, sir. The subordinate scans Ha Tian Kofu's body with a device. Two young men, standing behind Taiko, whisper to each other. The brown-haired one says this is specialized equipment used by the agency to detect anomalies. I heard it is extremely expensive. The bald one replies, it was made by high-level ghost tamers. There are only a few of them in existence. I didn't expect Captain Teet to have one. After a moment of checking, Teetnak's subordinate stands up and reports to the captain. Ha Tian Kofu shows no signs of transformation. I am afraid he is not a monster. Taiko says confidently with crossed arms. I use my rank ghost taming talent to inspect him. Ha Tian Kofu is a perfectly normal person. So Sin committed a brutal murder. You must arrest him. Teetnak rubs his neck awkwardly. Young man, the test shows he is a normal human. Could it be that you accidentally killed the wrong person? He pats him on the shoulder to comfort him, but don't worry. You are a Grade 3 medal recipient. Someone who has saved tens of millions ... has the right to immunity from prosecution. So, Sin decides to take matters into his own hands. Your check was inaccurate. Let me check it for you to see. Teetnak looks at the body on the ground, puzzled. How do you plan to test for a ghost? So, Sin kneels on one knee and raises his hammer, using this. Then he strikes another blow to Ha Tian Kofu's eye. Teetnak hesitates. This is ... Taiko again agitatedly points to condemn So Sin. You are truly a beast. Village Chief Hao is already dead. Even his corpse is not safe from you. So Sin doesn't listen. He repeatedly raises the hammer high and brings it down. 88, 89, 90. Teetnak tentatively suggests. Well, so maybe we should take a break first. So Sin glances at him. Captain Teet, count for me. I will hit him 666 times. If he still doesn't wake up, I will admit defeat. Ha Tian Kofu suddenly sits bolt upright and yells, Stop! The crowd behind is astonished. Is Village Chief Ha alive? So Sin, having expected this, asks, So, you are awake, done playing dead? Ha Tian Kofu screams out in helplessness, You brat! Are you even human? Hit me 666 times. You would have pounded me into mush. Behind Teetnak and the others ... The device starts beeping. The subordinate steps forward to report. Captain, The ghost detector is responding. Taiko, fearless of death, runs over to shield him. Don't worry, village chief Ha. Captain Teet from the agency is here. He will get justice for you. Ignoring him, Ha Tianko takes the chance to transform behind him. Taiko continues pointing like a clown. So-sin, the protection medal may grant criminal immunity, but you won't escape civil liability. Intentionally assaulting someone, prepare to go bankrupt. The fellow students shout in horror. This is, oh my god. Taiko smirks and turns his head. Village chief Ha. Just let me handle this for you. Then he jumps up in terror. What is this thing? Ha Tianko Fu digs his claws into Taiko's shoulders. He lifts him up effortlessly. Since you trust me so much, can I eat you? Taiko turns pale and screams. No. Ha Tian. Kofu opens his mouth wide, filled with fangs. Why not? He cowardly blurts out an unexpected line. I just pooped my pants. Hearing that, Ha Tian Kofu immediately tosses Taiko away. Useless, you ruined my appetite. Teetnak waves for the villagers. Students, evacuate the village. The agency will take over from here. But Ha Tian Kofu flashes forward to block the path. He gives an order. No one is leaving. Since you have found us out, then let the massacre begin. The young men suddenly tear off their clothes and turn into ghosts. The remaining group quickly flees outside. To many monsters, run for your lives. It turns out So-sin was right. Ha Tian Kofu and the monsters. He trembles with rage. I spent a fortune in underworld currency to buy that camouflage potion. It fooled every ghost tamer. Yet you managed to expose it. Do you know that in just one more year, this entire city would have been transformed into monsters by me? So-sin signals to Trong Baikot. Let's go, we are retreating to. He nods in agreement. Ha Tian Kofu lunges forward. You ruined my plans. I will definitely kill you. A sword appears in Teetnak's hand. He charges forward with it. Monster, prepare to die. The two of them begin a close quarters battle. Teetnak says wordly, this monster is very strong. It's likely a primordial ghost from the netherworld. Ha Tian Kofu orders the ghosts to stall him. Then he flies into the air. I'm going to kill that brat. So-sin and Trong Baikot run, gasping for breath. Suddenly, Ha Tian Kofu lands from the sky. Trong Baikot says in surprise, he caught up already. He leisurely cracks his knuckles. You cannot escape. So-sin pulls Trong Baikot's shoulder to run back. This way. Ha Tianko pursues them relentlessly. It's a futile effort. A single leap of mine can reach 18,000 meters. So-sin secretly pulls a pair of scissors from his pocket. Then he throws them directly at him. Die. Ha Tianko cannot react in time. He takes the scissors right to the face. He becomes even more enraged. That previous pseudo-ghost weapon couldn't kill me. Much less this one. While Ha Tianko is busy talking, So-sin takes the chance to throw a sickle. Eat this too. He leans over and destroys the obstacle. What good is stalling me for a moment? I told you. You cannot escape. So-sin and Trong Baikot decisively keep running. This is getting complicated. This monster is likely no weaker than that head nurse from before. In fact, he might be even stronger. Then he takes out a knife and another sickle, glowing with bright red electricity. Baikot, let's split up. Take these two pseudo-ghost weapons for protection. He worries for So-sin. If we split up, the monster will surely go after you. Ha Tianko flies in front of them again. You cannot escape. He frowns and says, there is no other way. I hope we can hold out until Captain Teet arrives. Trong Baikot resolutely throws the two pseudo-ghost weapons he just received onto the ground. To So-sin's utter amazement, then I am done running. He raises both hands. Great monster, I surrender. He looks at Trong Baikot in confusion. Baikot, what are you doing? Ha Tianko gloats and rubs his head. Surrendering. You leave me speechless. This is the first time a human has surrendered. Right in front of me. He explains nonchalantly. If I cannot beat you, I will join you. Great monster, please transform me into a monster too. He excitedly starts planning. Excellent. After I transform you into a monster, you will personally kill that brat for me. Trong Baikot kneels and kowtows to Ha Tianko. Thank you, great monster. I have nothing else to show my gratitude, so I will offer you a kowtow. He crosses his arms and floats up, feeling elated. Very sensible. I like it. Suddenly, Ha Tianko spits out a mouthful of blood. He screams in panic. What is happening? Who is attacking me? With his forehead bleeding, Trong Baikat continues to bow to Ha Tianko Fu. May the great monster have many days like this. And may every year be as auspicious as today. Then he slams his head down again. He screams in agony. Ah. So, Sin is endlessly amazed. What is going on? Ha Tianko Fu seems to realize something. This is not right. This mysterious attack ... Could it be from your kotaos? Trong Baikat acts like he is pre-programmed. I wish the great monster a safe journey to the afterlife. Next year will be your death anniversary. He frantically waves his hands and backs away. No, stop it. Stop kowtowing. He kowtows one more time. Ha Tianko Fu gushes out blood and falls backward. At the same time, Trong Baikat also collapses. So, Sin calls out worriedly. Baikat, he says weakly. So, Sin, go kill Ha Tianko Fu now. He can only sit there clutching his chest. You bastard, you set me up. He attacks him fiercely. I will take you down with me. Ha Tianko Fu watches So Sin charge, unable to move. Suddenly, he swings his arm and flings him away. Begone. Ha Tianko Fu struggles to fly up. How dare you injure me this badly? But no one can stop me if I want to leave. Just you wait. Trong Baikat, lying there, pushes himself up. Great monster, take one more bow from me. At this point, he seems absolutely terrified. No, you bastard, stop kowtowing. If you keep this up, you will lose your life. He continues kowtowing. I wish for you to be torn to pieces. Ha Tianko Fu screams in despair. No. Then he falls freely to the ground. Trong Baikat can no longer move. So, Sin takes the opportunity to strike. This chance was bought with my brother's life. I must kill you. He uses the hammer to repeatedly smash his head. Ha Tianko Fu is on the verge of death. Stop, you cannot kill me. So, Sin obviously pays no attention to his words. I am killing you anyway. Ha Tianko Fu lies there threatening him. I am a primordial ghost from the nether world. My clan has great power in the ghost world. You will face an endless hunt. He holds the hammer high. Like I care, he tries to negotiate. Spare my life. We can still be good friends. So, Sin delivers the final finishing blow. Like hell we will. He wipes his mouth. Finally, he is dead. Unexpectedly, on Ha Tianko Fu's chest, a red object begins to condense. It speaks a curse. You brat, I curse you. When you set foot in places where I have been, you will be haunted by ghosts. Your flesh and blood will be gnawed away until you turn into dry bones. Then it suddenly flies into his body. So, Sin looks at himself in a daze. What the hell was that? The demoness flies up and explains the curse. Only high-level ghosts can cast this. He asks if she can break it. She looks at the sphere in her hand and answers. I cannot, but I can temporarily seal it away. So, Sin cannot help but exclaim, damn it, this monster was not only tough, but it took so many hits to finally kill him. This spiteful guy was about to die ... And he still wanted to put a curse on me. Go absorb that grasshopper. I am going to check on Baikat's condition. He kneels and helps Strong Baikat up. Baikat, how are you? I am okay. Luckily, he is still conscious. He is still alive. So, Sin helps Strong Baikat stand, asking curiously, what was that earlier? That monster was almost killed by you. He glances over and replies, that is my awakened talent. Kowtow of death. The harder I kowtow ... the more damage I deal to the enemy. So, Sin gives a thumbs up to praise the kowtow of death. This talent is truly strange. They say a man's knees are made of gold. Today, you have proven that true. The demoness uses the black sphere to absorb the remains. While observing, so Sin suggests, let's check that monster's background. It might help in breaking the curse. The sphere in her hand turns green. A new memory appears inside. Ha Tianko respectfully reports to the Demon King, sitting on the throne. My king, the human world is currently a piece of cake. All the major ghost domains are tearing it apart. He hears this and replies, very well, if you want to go, then go. He overestimates himself and reports back, I can leap a distance of 18,000 meters. Which ghost tamer could possibly kill me? In less than 3 months. It seems this monster has an extraordinary background. Just then, Titnak and his subordinates arrive in a hurry. Over here. So, Sin and Trongbai caught hear the noise, and turn their heads. The demoness panics and hides in his chest. Titnak runs up and asks with concern, "So Sin, are you alright?" So Sin replies, "I am fine. I killed this primordial monster." The two subordinates immediately look serious. They take turns saying, "Not only did the primordial ghost fail to escape, it was actually killed. Primordial ghosts are usually stronger than ordinary anomalies. This person is not simple." Titnak laughs and prays. "Harha, well done. Who could kill Tai Lao? You have made a great contribution this time." So, Sin smirks. "How great is this contribution?" He spreads his hands and explains, "Strictly speaking, this time you saved tens of thousands of Tai Tu villagers. In a broader sense, you saved millions of people in Han City. Your civil protection medal might be promoted from grade 3 to grade 1. He continues to ask about his rights. "Are there any special privileges with grade 1? For example, if a ghost tamer attacks me ... what happens then?" Titnak answers seriously, "A grade 1 civil protection medal represents a hero of the human race. Above that is the National Defense Medal. Even a ghost tamer cannot lay a hand on you, no matter what the reason is. Attacking you is an act of betrayal and a provocation to the Alliance. The offender will be severely punished." So, Sin waves his hand and turns away. "If you say so, then I have made my plans." He doesn't quite understand. Plans? What kind of plans? Seeing him leave, Zhu Yue quickly hurried after him. "Su Sheng, wait for me. I have something to tell you, Su Sheng. Actually, there is another reason why I was so desperate to find you." Hearing this, Su Sheng finally stopped. Captain Zhu then said, "A monster is stretching out its long tentacles, relentlessly attacking people." Zhu Yue began his story. "Hansheng is about to face a ghost domain descent, known as the Time Witch Ghost. It is extremely dangerous. Once it descends, perhaps the entire city of Hansheng will be destroyed instantly. Our exorcism agency tried to defeat it many times, but we always returned empty-handed. According to our investigation, the Time Witch Ghost is related to Cai Lao Lao. You were the one who killed Cai Lao Lao. I want to ask for your help to go to the source of the Time Witch Ghost, the mysterious ghost world, and neutralize this ghost domain." Su Sheng immediately refused, saying he probably could not do it. He tried to persuade him. "I know this is very dangerous, but the only one who can save Hansheng is likely just you?" Su Sheng had to state his reason to Captain Zhu. "It is not that I do not want to help you, but it is because I cannot enter the ghost world." Zhu Yue questioned loudly. "What? Why?" Su Sheng turned and walked away. "Because I have not yet become a true ghost master." Zhu Yue and his group stared in shock. He is not a ghost master yet, this. He sighed and slapped his forehead. "I forgot that Su Sheng is still just a student at Hansheng Academy." A confused subordinate asked his boss, "That is not right. If he is not a ghost master, how did he kill Cai Lao Lao?" Zhu Yue stroked his chin with interest. "Not a ghost master, yet still able to kill Cai Lao Lao. This only proves that Su Sheng's talent is incredibly strong. I underestimated this kid. A genius of this caliber is rare even in the Alliance." The ghost master finished speaking, and he ran after Su Sheng. "Su Sheng, wait for me at the village entrance," Saiji proudly declared. "Let me tell you all. Actually, I recognized long ago that Chief Ha was acting strangely. At that time, I just did not want to alert the enemy, waiting for him to lower his guard so I could finish him. That way, everyone would get their share of contribution points." He smirked slightly. "Who knew all my hard work would be ruined by Su Sheng?" Two young men quickly flattered Saiji. "Young Master Tsai is right. Your talent is scouting ghost information. How could you not know?" Young Master Tsai wanted to resolve the haunting at the lowest cost possible. He closed his eyes smugly. That guy Su Sheng is only good at messing things up, causing Chief Ha to transform all the villagers into ghosts. This time, who knows if Captain Zhu's team can handle it? One person in the group turned to look back inside. "But why hasn't Su Sheng come out yet?" Saiji acted superior, raising his chin toward the sky. HMPH. After Chief Ha turned into a monster, he chased him down. That kid was probably eaten whole by Chief Ha. He won't be coming out anymore. Suddenly, Su Sheng's group appeared behind him. "Since I made it out, you should call me Daddy." Saiji was very displeased. "Su Sheng, you're not dead. Su Sheng frowned slightly. Do you want me to die that badly? Saiji pointed accusingly. Do you know you almost ruined everything this time? We have already discussed it. Because of you, the ghosts went on a rampage. Your contribution will be ranked dead last. Annoyed, Su Sheng slapped Saiji across the face. Do you have any shame at all? He was in disbelief. Oh, my cheek. You dare hit me? Not stopping there, Su Sheng followed up with a kick to Saiji's stomach. Keep talking nonsense like that. This isn't the first time I've hit you. The crowd watched in horror as he collapsed to the ground. What? Saiji used his old trick to incite the other students. Classmates, are you just going to stand there and watch? Sure enough, the group of sycophants immediately joined in. Su Sheng, beating a classmate will get you punished. Do you not know young Master Kai's family background? Or do you just want to die? Su Sheng pulled out his hammer. Saiji, it is time to settle the debt between us. His face turned pale as he asked, What do you want to do? He replied emotionlessly, Kill you, feeling helpless. Saiji turned to the group for help. Save me. I will give 100 underworld coins to anyone who saves me. A burly man stepped forward aggressively. I have a short temper. Let me ... Su Sheng raised his hammer and said coldly, Get lost. He landed a blow that sent Saiji face-planting. The burly man immediately backed away in fear. The aura is so dark and cold. That is ghost energy. Su Sheng fiercely swung the hammer. What are you here for? The man quickly knelt and kowtowed. I came to kowtow to you. Saiji clutched his bloody head and struggled to stand up. Su Sheng, you. Su Sheng rushed at him again, hiring people to kill me. Saiji, you really took my warning. As if it were just the wind. This time, he aimed for his right leg. The shin bone snapped instantly. Saiji screamed in agony. My leg. Watching him roll around, holding his leg like a dog, he gave one last warning. I told you. The next time you touch me, you are dead. Then he struck the other leg. The classmates were too timid to defend Saiji anymore. Su Sheng has really gone crazy. Stay away from him, truly. I never thought Su Sheng could be this terrifying. He wailed loudly, Tell my parents. Tell my grandfather. Su Sheng raised the hammer high again. Today, no one can save you. He slammed it down with all his might. The egg cracked in two. Saiji screamed in despair. Terrified, he begged for mercy. Su Sheng, stop. Spare me. I was wrong. Looking at Saiji's bloody crotch, Su Sheng simply asked, What were you wrong about? He confessed everything. I should not have sent people to kill you. I am greedier than a pig or a dog. I am a disgrace as a descendant of a ghost master. For the sake of being schoolmates, I apologize to you. Please let me go. I won't dare do it again. Su Sheng frowned and took an attacking stance. Too late, a tragic scream echoed through the street. People looked on in panic as Saiji lay motionless. Was Saiji beaten to death? Su Sheng dared to kill someone. And the descendant of a ghost master family at that. He has gone mad. He has completely lost it. A man arrived flying on a paper horse. My son, seeing Saitia arrive, they exclaimed. It is Saiji's father. Saitia, he is a famous ghost master. Su Sheng is finished. He frowned and demanded, Where is my son? Su Sheng naturally pointed, Over here, as soon as he saw his son. Saitia was infuriated. What happened to my son? Su Sheng replied flatly, He is dead. Stunned, he spurred his horse. What? Who did this? Su Sheng bravely confessed, I did. Saitia roared, You little beast. Why did you kill my son? Su Sheng quickly pulled out a recorder. Saiji's pleading voice played from it. I should not have sent people to kill you. I am greedier than a pig or a dog. I am a disgrace as a descendant of a ghost master. For the sake of being schoolmates, I apologize to you. Please let me go. I won't dare do it again. Su Sheng faced him and asked, Did you hear that? He tried to kill me, so I killed him. Saitian's eyes bulged in anger. Who do you think you are? How could you compare to Saiji? If the boy wanted to kill you, you should have just stood there and let him. Daring to fight back is an act of total rebellion. Su Sheng frowned and confronted him. Based on those wretched words of yours, your son deserved to die. Saitia lost control and lunged. I will kill you. Zhu Yue finally spoke up to stop him. This is bad. Stop. Two men, one in front and one behind, rushed towards Su Sheng. Sai-Tia raised his fist in front of him and asked, "Are you not afraid of death?" Su-sheng forcefully brushed his hand away. "Stop putting on an act. You cannot kill me." Sai-Tian's body suddenly split into countless pieces of paper. HMPH. Very well, since you could kill my son, I should have expected you to see through me. You have skills. The people around them began to mock. I cannot believe it was a paper man. Sai-Tia did not come in person. The one who arrived was just a paper clone. No wonder he got here so fast. He threw Saiji onto the horse. "Wait until I return from the main ghost world. If I do not skin you alive, I do not deserve the name Sai. You little beast, just you wait for me." Zhu Yue asked in surprise. "How did you realize it?" "I did not detect at all that the newcomer was just a paper clone." He smirked and replied, "It was a guess." But in his heart, he thought, "Of course, it was the cowardly ghost who told me." She could not feel the specific aura of a ghost master on Sai-Tian's body. It seems the cowardly ghost's ability to sense various types of energy is very sharp. Zhu Yue frowned and said hesitantly, "I guess, you are truly bold. If that had been the real Sai-Tia, by now you would be." Su-sheng immediately interrupted him. "Captain Zhu, I have a question. Do you know about curses?" Zhu Yue replied slowly, "Only high-level primordial ghosts can cast curses. Furthermore, primordial ghosts capable of cursing all have powerful backgrounds." He asked further, "How can a curse be broken?" He rubbed his chin and reasoned, "You must go to the main ghost world to find the source of the curse. As for what the source of the curse is, it is hard to say. Specific curses require detailed analysis." In that moment, Su-sheng made a decision. "I understand. No matter what happens, the first step must be getting to the main ghost world." A while later, Su-sheng returned to the schoolyard. Jingzi followed closely behind Su-sheng. "Wait a second." Su-sheng did not stop, just turned his head and asked, "Jingzi, what do you want?" She curled her lip and replied, "I just returned from training in the ghost world. I heard news that you killed Saiji. That bastard Saiji always bullied you. He truly deserved to die. Rest assured, follow me from now on and I will protect you. The Tsai family will not dare to touch my people." This attitude made Su-sheng laugh and give a thumbs up. Eldest Miss Jing is so overbearing. Seeing him praise her, she leaned in and tilted his chin up playfully. "Still calling me eldest miss? So distant." Su-sheng was momentarily confused and did not know what to do. Then what should I call you?" Jingzi said immediately. "Call me master." Su-sheng, who was just happy, turned pale and stammered, Wait a minute. Did you just say you returned from the ghost world? How does a future ghost master like you get to the ghost world?" Jingzi explained with a wide smile. "It is simple. Take the ghost gate trial without relying on accumulated points. Once you pass, you immediately level up to a ghost master. I am now a true ghost master." After speaking, she snapped her fingers. A skeleton appeared next to her. Jingzi introduced it happily. "This is the ghost servant I contracted." "Well, impressive, right?" Su-sheng ignored it with no interest. "How do I join the ghost gate trial?" Jingzi explained patiently. "Only a veteran ghost master recommendation allows you to participate in the trial. Furthermore, it is extremely dangerous. It is a game for gifted monsters, and a shortcut for descendants of ghost master families with deep backgrounds. Do not even think about it. Just obediently collect your points and be my slave. When the time comes to take the ghost master exam, it is 10 times, 100 times simpler than the trial." But once Su-sheng got the info, he just walked away. "I got it. Thanks for the explanation." Seeing his action, Jingzi was a bit confused. "Where are you going?" Su-sheng did not even turn back. He casually waved his hand, going to sleep. Jingzi shouted in frustration, "If you do not stay by my side, the Tsai family will not let you off. Wait until Tsai-Tia returns from the ghost world. You will be finished." Su-sheng replied mockingly, "I am used to being on top. I do not like being underneath." This line made Jingzi stomp her feet in anger. "Can you not just yield a little?" On Su-sheng's side, he was tensely calculating. The cowardly ghost can only stay trapped for half a month. I must find a way to enter the ghost world within half a month. If that fails, I will just have to sell myself as Jingzi's slave. A while later, at the school gate, a blonde girl stood there and shouted, "This is the place. It has been a few days. I wonder how that kid is doing." "She is Mako." A teacher at the school stepped out grumbling. Mako. What are you doing here? Mako erupted in anger. You brat. Watch your mouth, old woman, where am I old? Teacher and broke into a sweat and stammered. I was wrong. Mako, please do not be angry. Just as he finished, the shopkeeper Diane stepped out to counter. He was not wrong. You are clearly at that age. In fact, you are several years older than me, always dressing up like a teenage girl, just like a painted ghost. Are you not tired of deceiving yourself? Mako's temper immediately flared up again. Old man Diane, do you still need that mouth of yours? I can sew it shut for you. Teacher and reluctantly stepped in to stop them. Mako, calm down. Old Diane hasn't been in a good mood lately anyway. By the way, why did you come to Hanshang? Are you here to deal with the human head balloons too? Mako grumbled irritably. Those balloons are old school ghosts. I have no interest in them. A few days ago, I discovered a good seed in Hanshang, so I came to check it out. After saying that, she turned away. Teacher and hurried after her and asked, by good seed, do you mean Jingzi? The Jing family kid is indeed all right, but not enough for me to make a special trip. Diane the shopkeeper chimed in with sarcasm. In this remote wasteland, the ghosts are 30% weaker than elsewhere. What kind of good seed could there be? I think your vision is failing. You must have seen wrong. Mako did not bother to argue, just looked back and threatened. Old man Diane, once we meet that kid, I will see how I can slap your face. A moment later, all three of them walked into a school corridor. They stopped in front of a dormitory door. Mako confirmed, this is the place. I can sense that kid's aura. Inside the dorm, Sushang called the cowardly ghost out to plan. I heard increasing intimacy with the ghost servant will have a great effect. These days, I can feel that she and I are becoming closer. Suddenly, the cowardly ghost was startled and exclaimed, a powerful ghost master has arrived. She immediately hid inside Sushang. There was a frantic knocking at the door. Sushang opened it and asked, who is it? Shopkeeper Diane saw him and asked dejectedly, the good seed Mako mentioned is this kid. Sushang saw him and couldn't help but exclaim happily, old Diane, why are you here? Do you have more ghost energy for sale? Hearing this, Diane's face changed and he shouted, get lost. Seeing this scene, Mako chimed in with amusement. Oh, so you two know each other. Teacher and explained with a bitter smile. How could they not know each other? Old Diane is in a bad mood specifically because of him. The pseudo ghost aura he spent months crafting was bought by this boy for a dirt cheap price. Mako smiled with satisfaction. Serves him right. I'm afraid you didn't know he awakened an S-rank talent. Did you? If he's lucky, the thing he'll have most of is underworld coins. After saying that, she turned towards Sushang. Sushang, we meet again. Sushang broke into a sweat, confused. Have we met before? Mako immediately summoned her ghost servant and introduced it proudly. This is my ghost servant. Looks familiar, doesn't it? Realizing who had arrived, Sushang respectfully clasped his hands. So, it is the senior ghost overseer. My greetings? Senior. But the most shocked one was shopkeeper Diane. He cried out in disbelief. This kid awakened an S-rank talent. How was there no news about this at all? Mako slyly put her arm around Sushang's shoulder and said, because the talent he awakened is underworld coin critical cashback. For ghost combat, this talent is almost completely useless. Shopkeeper Diane immediately became dismissive. No wonder, no matter how you look at it, this kid still seems like a loser, hardly a good seed. But Mako replied with full pride. When he participated in the Ghost Master Talent Awakening test, not only did he eliminate every ghost in the domain, but he also retrieved a ghost artifact. Teacher and couldn't help but marvel. Wiping out all the ghosts is indeed very impressive. In every awakening exam, fewer than 10 people have ever achieved that. Mako added further. That's not all. Finally, Sushang successfully contracted a ghost servant, while also drawing the pursuit of the king of the nursing home from the main world. The kid managed to evade the hunt and achieved a 120% completion rate. Hearing this string of achievements, Teacher and broke into a sweat and shouted, contracting a ghost servant while escaping a high-level ghost from the main ghost world. That is truly astonishing. Forget someone who isn't even a ghost master yet. Even a veteran ghost master basically wouldn't be able to pull that off. Mako didn't care about their shock. She turned to provoke shopkeeper Diane. Well, are you going to keep talking big, Old man Diane? Does your face sting yet? Shopkeeper Diane was at a loss, admitting awkwardly, I'll admit this kid has the same style I had when I was young. As soon as he finished, Mako gave him a sharp glare. Shameless. Su Sheng had to intervene to stop their bickering. Senior. What is the reason you're looking for me? Mako cut him off flamboyantly. No need to call me senior. Just call me big sister. Shopkeeper Diane saw a chance and snapped back immediately. Calling you granny would already be generous. And yet you want him to call you big sister. I'm going to throw up. Mako brushed him aside. She turned back to Su Sheng. Su Sheng, although you awakened a talent, that seems quite useless. Your ability to adapt in battle is your strongest talent? I'm looking forward to your performance. Once you become a real ghost master, when you enter the main ghost world later, you can join my squad. The words were barely out when teacher and shouted, What? He was stunned and thought to himself. Mako actively invited Su Sheng. I knew she valued this kid, but I didn't expect it to be this much. Thinking of this, he patted Su Sheng's shoulder and advised. Hurry up and thank Mako. Mako's squad is a top-tier ghost master unit. They don't just recruit anyone. Countless genius ghost masters want in, but can't get it. Su Sheng also clasped his hands in gratitude to Mako. Thinking she had successfully recruited him, Mako left satisfied. If there's nothing else, I'll be going now. Su Sheng. If you need any support in the future, you can find me. The words had just dropped when Su Sheng spoke up. Senior, actually, I do need support. This couldn't help but make Mako flustered. I was just being polite. But Su Sheng was determined, clenching his fist and speaking plainly. Senior, I want to participate in the Ghost Gate trial. Can you recommend me? Upon hearing the name, Mako couldn't help but scold him. The Ghost Gate trial. Do you not want to live anymore? Su Sheng stammered awkwardly. Well, I do want to live. Before he could finish, he was hit with a barrage of scolding. You want to live and yet you want to enter the Ghost Gate trial. Only crazy people participate in that. Those future ghost masters with super strong talents have nowhere to vent their energy. So for a moment of fame, they actively dive into a death trap. Isn't that just being tired of living? While she was scolding him, teacher and stroked his chin and murmured, Mako, I recall you also participated in the Ghost Gate trial that year. Mako turned away to argue. How could I be the same as them? I was extremely confident in myself. Feeling a bit guilty, she turned back to coax Su Sheng. Now, listen to me, let's not go. But Su Sheng replied with determination. Mako, I am very confident in myself too. This attitude made Mako frown. Are you serious? Su Sheng straightened his back and replied, Serious. Mako still didn't agree and turned away. Even if you're serious, it's a no. Big Sister Fairy can't let you hurt yourself. Just then, in the sky above the school, a vortex of ghost energy appeared along with a piercing scream. You little beast. Get out here. Teacher N was shocked. A veteran ghost master has arrived. Judging by this technique, it must be Tsai Tia of the Tsai family, the ghost master clan. Shopkeeper Diane agreed. The Tsai family is considered a top-tier ghost master family. Specifically, the head of the Tsai family, Tsai Tian's father, is a very powerful ghost master. But, as the presence lunged forward, Teacher N was a bit confused and wondered, someone who can cause trouble with the Tsai family is likely a veteran ghost master as well? I wonder who it is. Shopkeeper Diane was also curious. Could there be another powerful ghost master hidden here? And yet we didn't notice. As they were talking back and forth, Su Sheng scratched his head in embarrassment and said, Seniors, Tsai Tia is here for me. The other two looked at him in disbelief. Why did you cause trouble with Tsai Tia? Su Sheng turned pale and whispered. I killed his son. Just as he finished, Tsai Tia arrived. Looking down from above, he roared, You little beast, let's see where you can run now. Su Sheng didn't flinch and shot back. Which of your eyes saw me running? Tsai Tia lost his patience and swung his hand. Then just die. No one can save you today? Behind him, a giant paper man condensed and struck down toward where Su Sheng was standing. Shopkeeper Diane remarked, with total indifference, that Tsai family's reputation has never been good. Now it seems that is indeed true. This move looks like it wants to crush us all. Mako, annoyed, pulled out a coin and scolded, You blind fool, don't you see who is standing down here? She flicked the coin upward. The paper man was blown to bits. The coin's momentum didn't stop, rushing straight at Tsai Tia, shocking him. What? This isn't good. Before he could finish, the coin struck him hard in the face. His body fell like a lump of meat, dropping straight to the ground. Though battered, Saitia still tried to act tough and threatened. "How dare you attack me?" As soon as he saw who had attacked him, his face broke into a cold sweat and he stammered. "Mako ... You are Senior Mako?" Mako ignored him with a cold huff. Shopkeeper Diane took a puff and asked, "Got your eyes open now?" Saitian's eyes widened and he shouted, "Ghost Statue Master Diane, you are here too." Looking at the last person, Saitia trembled and pointed his finger. "And Enkaishin, vice leader of the Ghost Master Alliance, you are here as well?" Teacher N looked at him sideways and threatened, "Next time, look closely before you strike. It won't be good if you accidentally injure someone." Teacher N looked at him sideways and threatened Saitia, "Next time, look closely before you strike. It won't be good if you accidentally injure someone."